Hello class and welcome to System Analysis and Design COMI264 Winter Semester 2022. Let me start by stating happy New Year to you all, to your loved ones. Hopefully this year will bring all the beauties of the universe, happiness, health, wealth, success, everything super positive to you and your loved ones in 2022. And I hope I'll be just a single 0.0000001% of that success in your life this coming up whole year. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. The orientation will be going through the content, how you'll be completing this on a weekly basis, discussing reviewing the syllabus, and then discussing a little bit an intro to the semester-long project, which I'll have a different video for you to watch once it's assigned. And but I'll give you an introduction of what it is. So as soon as you log into Canvas, the first thing that you'll see is announcements. I use that on a weekly basis, at least once. Our semester starts on Saturday, so every Saturday you'll have an announcement. I beg of you, please take the time to log in on Saturday or Sunday. So like that you'll see what needs to be completed. As you can see, there is an intro right here about the course, and there is week 1, and then you'll have week 2, 3, etc. This one tells you what we'll be covering this week, the unit, the concepts, and what needs to be completed. So what you need to complete: read chapter 1, review PowerPoint, review key terms, complete the comprehensive quiz, complete the weekly quiz, which is like questions. These are questions that you need to answer, and then the quiz, and then you'll need to complete the attendance survey, which I'll talk about in a sec. So please take the time to check in on a weekly basis, at least a couple times during the week, like at the beginning of the week and then middle of the week announcements, because that's really the way for me to connect with you and contact you as to stuff related to the course itself. The other way I do that also is through email. I really do that except in emergencies or something I need to do, personal only to you or something like that. That's when I'll use emails. Those are the only two ways for me to get hold of you guys. So please take the time to review that. So related to the course, the System Analysis and Design, it teaches you computer info system from the other side of it. So it's not the coding side of it that you're only be focusing on, is the management side of it, the process to go from start to finish. Meaning, if I need to create an application from start to finish, how do I deal with it, from connecting with the client, doing the interview with the client, understanding what the client wants, and then doing different things from that aspect. So we are trying to give you here an idea, an overview, how to look at it on the outside. Even though you guys are all hands-on IT people when you graduate from mod, you still have to understand how the big picture works. So like that, you'll be working in a team in any project. It doesn't matter how small it is or how big it is, and how to be part of that process to complete the work. So the goal is to teach you the different phases of a life cycle of development of an app, of a software in general. And that's what we're going through. Hopefully it'll be some type as fun as possible, stress-free. You'll be completing multiple things during the semester to get that done. So if you're watching this, that means you did go to modules as stated, and then you're watching the orientation. Oops, I need to change 2021, it's 2022. And then what you'll need to complete here, you're watching the syllabus, and then we'll go over the content in a bit. Let's go over the syllabus first. So my name is Joel. Sorry, I did not introduce myself. Hopefully I had most of you, if not all of you, so you guys know who I am. This is an asynchronous course, meaning you'll be working on your kind of online without really meeting times. However, I have office hours Zoom meetings available, and I'll post another announcement in Blackboard later that only shows you the times for the Zooms, because I have one on Monday, Wednesday, Friday morning, like noonish, and then one afternoon, and I have each one of those will have a URL specific to it, so that you'll have to use to log in. If none of these times work for you and you need to talk to me, please let me know. Shoot me an email related to emails. Please, when you do so, remember to type COMI264 in the subject line of your email. If you don't, I am afraid I might not get back to you to the email, as I get a billion email a day. Most of them are junk. If it's not from my boss, or if it's not from my colleagues, or if it's not from you students, I usually don't check them, just ignore them or just delete them. So if you send me an email Monday through Friday, I check my email multiple times a day during the week, and on the weekends I usually do it like once or twice a day. If you don't get a reply within 24 hours weekdays, please, and if you typed COMI264 in the subject line, please send it again. Allow me 24 hours to reply to you. If 24 hours passed, I did not reply, please send it again. Keep sending it. Keep hunting me until you find me, until you get an answer. If I get an email from you and I see it's from a student, I'll know it's urgent. I need to reply. I'll read your email even if I don't have an answer. Let's say I don't have an answer immediately. I'll have to check something in Canvas or in the book or something like that. I will reply to you at least saying, hey, I got your message. I'll get back to you. Then at that time, you don't have to stress about it. Meaning, hey, Joel got my message. He'll get back to me. Peace of mind. If I don't reply, please keep looking at finding a way to connect with me. And like I said, if you just type in there COMI264, it's going to save me so much trouble to just find it. Bang, it's from a student. I'll jump in and then I'll know, what needs to be done at that time. And then, like I said, related to those Zoom meetings, if they don't work, any of those times, open hours don't work, please send me an email with a couple options, days and times, meaning different days, different times when you're available, and I'll be able to work around that and tell you, okay, you know what, let's meet on Monday at 10 a.m. for example. That's when you're available. If you can't do Zoom, it's fine. We can do a phone call. I can give you a call and then we can chat, and I'll be able to provide you any assistance you need through that. Now, next, attendance. It's taken on Fridays before 11:50. It's not taken, it's due before Friday, 11:59 p.m. Our semester starts on Saturday, so the week ends on Fridays before 11:59 p.m. This is purely for the attendance is purely for financial aid purposes. If you're on financial aid, you must complete it. If you're not on financial aid, you're paying out of pocket or any other means, and you don't worry about that, then you don't even have to take it, or not even worry about it. If you go under the weekly module, you can click on it. It's a one question. It will take you 30 seconds to do it, as quick as your computer can load. Are you present for the week? Yes. Send it. Bang. You're done. See you later. Don't have to worry about it for this week. I'll have to do the one for next week, which starts on the 15th of January, and then etc. etc. So please remember to do that, because once the week is passed, whatever is completed, if you complete it or not, that's what I'll be submitting. I cannot change it. It's against the law to do that, and I don't want to get in trouble. And here, course description gives you an idea of what those are, what the prerequisites. The textbook is called System Analysis and Design. You don't need an access code or anything like that. It's the 12th edition, 2020. The publisher is Course Technology. You guys can either get it from the bookstore, you can get it from anywhere else, or you can get an ebook, or you can get the monthly subscription to Cengage. I'm sorry. That allows you to get multiple books. I don't really care how you get it, e-copy, hard copy, it doesn't really matter, as long as you have a copy, because everything that you need is out of it. From the comprehensive questions that you complete, from the quizzes that you take, from the project that you complete, that you'll be completing, everything that you need is out of the textbook. So it's something that you need to get ASAP if you don't already have it. Course grading, the usual, just read that. If you have any questions, let me know. This is the points, how it's going to be divided. That's the plan, hopefully, and that's the total that you'll be getting for the semester. It might change, point values for each one might change, and it'll be added into Canvas. That's basically what it is. The tentative calendar, that's the plan, starting with our first day, which first week we'll be covering chapter 1, then 2, week 2, and etc. etc. The project will be assigned to you week 2. And so week 2, you'll find a video that will describe what are the different steps that you need to complete for the project, what the expectations are, how you need to get it done. And for every phase that you complete, I'll have some type of templates to use some type of example possibly to use, but you'll have templates that you can utilize. And if there is not a template, you can always Google it and find templates and customize it to your own needs. So utilizing templates, it's not a problem with me. I'm not going to ask you to create everything from scratch. You can use templates, plug in the information. Most of the time you'll have drafts, and then you'll have final documents that you'll send. So for example, for the first one, you'll give me a system requirements document draft. I'll review it. Okay, there's a problem here. You're missing this, add this, change that. Then you'll go ahead and complete, you'll turn in the final document with all the modification that I gave you. Most of them will have a draft. Some of them will not. Some of them are straightforward. And then at the end, you'll be doing a presentation. And the presentation is you giving me an overview of what the project was. So it's like we're mimicking that you're doing it for a client. I'll be acting as your client when it comes to the project itself. So I am a client. I asked you for a proposal. So when you're in the field, companies will contact like IT firms and tell them, hey, I need a proposal from you. We want to do X, Y, and Z, and then you'll have to go through a process of doing that. So think about it. That's how you'll need to create. You'll need to upload that into YouTube, and you'll need to provide me a URL of the presentation, usually 5-7 minutes maximum presentation from introduction to body to conclusion. And you'll need also to turn in your final paper of the project, which is a combination of all these different phases. So each one of these will be completed on its own. Then at the end, you'll format it and make it, in a single format as a single document, which also can be used as a portfolio when you go apply for a job. You can show them the type of work that you completed. I mean, it's a smaller scale. Of course, you're still at school. You're still, doing an associate, but it gives the future job provider, whomever is going to provide you a job, hey, look at what I've done. I understand most of these, or I understand these phases. I went through them. I know what to expect, and etc. So that's the goal that you'll be going through. Weekly assignments that you have usually are questions that you need to answer, 3 to 7 questions usually for the comprehensive questions that you need to answer. Paragraph, 5 sentences should be enough if it's a question asked you for that, or if it's something that you need to create from the aspect of providing, steps or something, then you'll complete it that way. And we'll go over a couple of them in a sec. I'll open the one for week 1 and I'll show you what the expectations are for those and what each one will be. And then for the quizzes, just quizzes, multiple choice, true and false, you complete them and then submit, and that's pretty much what it is. So that's hopefully the plan that we'll go through. Now, late work, I don't usually accept late work. You have a due date, you need to complete it as everyone else in the class. If you anticipate some type of unexpected thing, please let me know ahead of time. I'll be able to try to work out something with you. Or if something happened, for some reason you missed work, please get hold of me within a week from that date, from the due date of that work. Within a week, let me know what happened. We'll be able to touch base with me. I'll try to get some type of approval from my boss, and then we'll go from there as to try to give you some type of points for it if possible. Once it has passed a week, usually you do not get approval from my boss. Withdrawal policy, read that. NS grade, read that. Incomplete, usually incomplete is not given to the class. However, if for some reason you have to get an incomplete, school policies, you have to have at least 75% of the work completed with the passing grade. And then, once again, you got to let me know ahead of time. I need to review why. If I approve it, then I'll have to get, approval to go through the process. And then there's a different process that we have to go through. Financial aid, please contact financial aid services. They'll be able to help you out. Academic integrity, please do your own work. Don't just, if you find stuff online, don't just copy and paste. Copy and paste is plagiarism. It's not acceptable. You should not be doing that. Do your own work. That's why you have multiple options to get the work done. So if you flunk at one, you did not meet the minimum requirements, especially the draft, don't worry about it. You'll get still full grade, but I will give you the feedback for you to get them done. If you need help, we'll be able to touch base with me early in the week, so like that we can talk, and then I'll tell you, hey, that these are the steps. You need to talk about this. You need to review here, review there. Check this document, check this page of the book, and etc. etc. Accommodations, if you have any disability, please contact disability services. They'll be able to tell you what needs to be done. Get hold of me as soon as possible, and I'll work around whatever is approved by them. For the title, same thing. If you qualify to any of those, please contact the appropriate department. They'll be able to provide you documentation. From there, you'll give it to me, and I'll work around it. That will not be a problem at all or whatsoever. Tutoring, possibly there is tutoring, but before you go there, I'm here to help you. I'll do whatever it takes, between quotations, legally, to help you out, navigate through the semester, learn something, and really enjoy it as much as possible, and then have a wonderful passing grade, as stress-free as possible. I'll do whatever it takes, as much as I can, to not really stress you out, so like that you can have a successful semester and you can really enjoy it and learn something out of it. MCC Care Team, their pros: if you have personal issues, problems, or families or something like that, please contact them. It's confidential, 100%. Nobody has access except you know about it, and whomever talks to you knows about it. They don't share it. They don't even, it's not even the president cannot get that information of MOD can get that, so nobody can get it. Very pro people, and they're there to provide you help. Honor code, reads that. Possible dangerous situation, read that. System policy, read that. COVID statement, we're not meeting on campus, so this does not really apply to us, but I have it for you. If you have another class where you have to meet, please follow the proper process to get to campus, so you are safe and everybody around you is safe. Student responsibility, 2 things. I beg of you, please, 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 please log in on Saturday or Sunday to Canvas to check what is required for the week, so you know what to expect, how much work you need to get done. I do post every Saturday at least one announcement telling you what we're going to work on for the week. Please don't wait until Wednesday or Thursday to check, and then oops, you have less than a day to complete it, and then even if you get it done, it's going to be pretty week of work, and I just don't want you to lose points just for not checking ahead of time, and then you know what to expect with it. So please try to log in at least twice a week, once at the beginning of the week and once middle of the week, and check announcements in Canvas. If there is any changes to the syllabus, which I do not foresee, I will change the syllabus, make any changes necessary, post it in Canvas, post an announcement in Canvas telling you that it changed and what, for you to review it. Values appear, please read that. If you have any questions, let me know. Some important dates, I have even the link for you there for you to review if you'd like to review it. So that's basically it for the syllabus. If there is any questions about it, please get hold of me. I'll be more than happy to assist you with that. So if we scroll down, every week will be the same. So you'll have a lesson plan telling you what we'll be covering the week. So the unit will cover what we'll be discussing, objectives, what would that be? And then you'll have the chapter itself that will be what chapter we'll be covering and what the steps are, and etc. You have some PowerPoint slides, which are a good summary for you to download and review after you scan through the chapter and read the material through the chapter itself. Key terms, you can review them. They're also at the end of every chapter that you have. And then here, the quiz that you'll need to take. These are, like I said, these are discussion questions. There is no time limit on the comprehensive questions, so you can take your time with those. So let's say I start this one. And as you can see, what? Code? What code? Just give me 1 sec. Let me check this out really quick. All right, so start the quiz. As you can see, it's 4 questions for the first one. Okay, so it tells you here what is information technology and why is it important. Suggest 3 fictitious headlines that might be added to figure 1.1 on page 2 of your textbook. So here you give me a paragraph, you just type it, give me a paragraph, and then here identify the main components of an information system. What is a mission critical system? So all of this is defined in the book in chapter 1, or you can just Google it and also try to be able to find it online. Please do not copy and paste from the net. Okay, this will tell me where this information came from, and I'll be able to see it. And don't put me in that situation. Don't put me in the situation where I have to report plagiarism. Please do not do that. And then here, same thing, questions, and then you save and submit. That's basically it for the first comprehensive question quizzes that you need to complete. Now, for the quiz itself, it's timed. Okay, you have six questions that you need to complete, and you have 10 minutes to get it done. Once you start, you have to finish it. You cannot stop it. You cannot re-enter it. So please don't start it and get out of it. So multiple choice. Hey, you guys can cheat sheet right there and try to find the answer before you get in. There's 6 questions. You just answer them, save and submit. Good to go. Bye bye. Done. Okay. So that's for week 1. Okay. There is nothing else to complete as work, like assignment or something. Those are the 2 things that you complete. And then week 2 will be the same thing. The only thing that will be different with week 2 is that you'll have the project assigned to you. So on a weekly basis, you'll have few questions, comprehensive questions that you complete, and then you'll have a quiz, and then you'll have the project to work on. And that's how it's going to be on the flow. And then the content, how many questions you get for the comprehensive questions, the quiz, will vary based on the load that you're getting for the project. I will make sure that it is appropriate and not give you 50 questions for the comprehensive questions and then you have a part of the project that you're working on. Not going to do that. I'm going to be Santa, still, Christmas spirit, and I'm not going to be a Grinch, like giving you a hard time. I'll try to make it as appropriate, as easy as possible. Last thing I'll mention before concluding, under discussions, you'll have here just introducing yourself, few questions that you need to answer, your name, class, why you're taking this class, for degree, what degree that you're going for, and then after finishing your associate, what's the plan? Are you going to go directly for a four-year institution to get your bachelor, or are you going to try to get a job? And then anything interesting about you, funny, silly, talent, hobby, if you'd like to share. I did mine. You can read it or not. It's not critical. It doesn't really matter. And then here, peer help. If you want to discuss anything about content of the work, please post it here. The idea is to emulate the face-to-face that we have in interaction when we're in a classroom. Unfortunately, we're not. So, it's just to emulate that, and your question might help someone else. And then here, if you have anything interesting, current events, any article that you find about programming, information security, computer networking, information system, anything that is interesting, you can post it in here, and then hopefully be helpful to others, and maybe we can chit chat about it or something like that. So lastly, I repeat for the zillion times, please check your email, not personal email, my email, and then also check the announcements on a weekly basis. I hope you'll have a wonderful semester. I hope to see you in the office hours that I have for you to stop by and just say hi if you want to. You don't have to. It's not required. It doesn't count for attendance. It doesn't count toward your grades. But I hope if you need help, you reach out to me as soon as possible so I can provide you any help that I can for you to complete your work. I wish you a wonderful semester. I hope you and your loved ones are safe and stay safe. And then hopefully I'll connect with you soon enough. Thanks, guys.